guys, welcome back to my channel. I want to talk about Tpain. So, have you guys noticed that Tpain seems to be everybody's victim? I mean, if you really listen to a lot of the interviews that he does, he seems to be someone that everybody seems to step on a lot. Tpain is a very likable person, and he comes across to me as one of these too nice guys that people like they shouldn't take for granted, because he's a nice person and a genuine person, but people do they don't really appreciate him as a person. They don't respect him as an individual or as an artist, and he seems to downplay himself as well, because every time that I listen to Tpain, it's something that somebody did to him, and a lot of the times the stories are true. He doesn't make this stuff up, and sometimes I'm just like, okay, why are people always doing stuff to this guy? First, I remember, I think, was it last year or some time ago, I don't know how long ago, but he talked about how he made a lot of music with people. He featured, he let a lot of people feature him on their track, and because they would ask him to do music with them, and he would do it, and some of the time he was not being paid for it, and he would just do it because he thought they were all, friends, and we're all working together and all trying to succeed together. But it turns out that when it came time for them to fulfill their end of the obligation, which is for them to perform on his own track, they would come up with excuses. They would say they're too busy, or now it's not a good time, or some of them don't even respond to him at all. So I remember him talking about that, and I was like, wow, that's just terrible, and this happens a lot in the music industry. And then another time recently, he talked about how he wanted to make music with Nicki Minaj, and Nicki Minaj kind of blew him off, and he felt really bad because he really liked Nicki Minaj. And I think I saw that, I think, on the Shade Room, and Nicki commented saying that, wow, it was crazy. I think she said she was trying to come up at the time, so she was just really focused on her work, and she didn't realize that she did that to him. Oh, she said she didn't remember, but she also apologized. And now we're hearing about what Usher did to him, and that's why I'm making this video. So recently, he said he was doing an interview. And he talked about how he was friends with Usher. And Usher actually later on told him that he ruined music for everyone because he uses autotune. He used to use autotune a lot, and people loved his music. People did not care. His fans did not care that he used autotune, but Tpain used to use autotune a lot. He can sing, but he just likes to use autotune. I don't know why. And he was friends with Usher, and Usher told him that he thought that Tpain was ruining music for everyone. I can kind of see why Usher would say that. Usher does not use autotune. He kind of uses his own voice, and when you work really hard for something and then somebody finds an alternative, easier, shortcut way of doing it, it's gonna rub you the wrong way. That doesn't mean that Tpain does not have the right to use autotune, though. Anybody can use whatever they want to use for their music, as long as their fans like it. That's at the bottom line. That's all that matters. But he said that when Usher said this to him, he got so depressed that was the start of his depression that he had for many years, because someone that was big in the industry, someone that he liked as a friend, questioned his ability to be an artist without autotune. And the reason I think why this really affected Tpain, oh, by the way, I'm gonna play what Tpain said. Wait, if I can. I don't know if I can, though. Well, I don't know. I don't think I can. But anyway, that was basically what he said, and he said he felt really bad. And I think the reason why Tpain felt so bad and took this so personally is because a lot of people were telling him the same thing. A lot of people in the industry, and just to general public were telling him the same thing, that he can't make music without autotune. So that made him question his ability to be an artist. It's very hard, when these artists are starting to be questioned by the public if they should be artists. They do the same thing to Saweetie now, because they say she can't rap. And the thing is, these artists are being backed by companies that put money into them. And artists can be dropped by their labels if the labels don't think the artists can perform. So it's a lot of pressure for artists to stay in the news, to stay in the headlines, and to make good music, and to let people believe that they can make good music. So when people begin to question these artists, it can really take a toll. So I truly believe that he did suffer depression, like he said. And I'm just basically like, why is this guy always being treated this way? Is it that he's too nice? Is that what it is? I don't know. But I just felt really bad for him. But he's fine now. He has other stuff going on. Usher isn't really making hit music anymore, so who cares? And you know what, this goes to show you that these artists have to be cutthroat in the music industry. They cannot be too nice, because if you're too nice, people are going to push you around the way they do to Tpain. They're going to push you around, and they might succeed in pushing you out of the industry completely. They tried to do that to so many artists. They stood firm. They tried to do that to Nicki. We could see that, but she was like a Rottweiler and would and would not leave. And Tpain should have been a little bit more tough, but I guess that's just not his personality. But yeah, it's very cutthroat in the industry, and even your friends will say things to you that's gonna make you question your entire career. That's crazy. Anyway, that's all I have on this. Thank you guys for watching. See you in my next one. Bye guys.